You are watching True Sports, home to the world's greatest sporting events.
Doncic gives Washington a three. Kaboom!
Here's Maxey. Sixers need a three. Maxey from deep. Bang! Bang! Welcome from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. It is the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder in game number 4. As the Pacers lead the series 2-1. This is the NBA Finals here on True Sports, and I'm Alex. So pleased to be along with you on this Friday night as we've got as big of a game as you could ask for here in the NBA Finals over the past few years. Obviously, Game 7, Game 6 would beat this, but we haven't got that since pre-COVID, so we'll see. Since 2016 to be specific, but we'll see if we're going to be able to get something like that here tonight, or here this series. This NBA Finals has sort of lived up to the hype as far as we've gone thus far. We'll see if they're able to continue. Let's get to today's starting lineups right here on True Sports, and let's start with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The typical starting five for them. They'll have Gilgeous-Alexander, Dort, Holmgren, and Williams. While on the other side for the Pacers, it'll be Halliburton, Nesmith, Turner, Siakam, and Nembhard. Just about ready to go here from Indiana and Gainbridge Fieldhouse, a three-bold stadium, and it is as loud as you could ask for. The normal starting lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder is back here tonight. They changed it in game number 1, but Hartenstein draws back in here today. Thunder are just 4-4 on the road in the postseason. They were clearly the best team in the regular season as Tipoff is won by Chet Holmgren, and we are underway. Here's Lou Dort driving to the cup. He's going to lay it up and in. Lou Dort has shot the ball incredibly well so far this postseason. Halliburton across the midline. He'll give it off. It's Turner outside Siakam. Good bounce pass. Drive by Nembhard under the basket, and Miles Turner can't get it to go. The rebound scooped up by Chet Holmgren. Oklahoma City has had the lead after the first quarter in all 3 games, as that 3 is good. Sorry, they're actually going to call it a long 2. Isaiah Hartenstein, the big man, with a big-time shot there. Here's a 3-ball from Pascal Siakam in the corner, and Indiana is on the board. 45% from beyond the arc during these playoffs is Siakam. Williams kicks it outside. It's Hartenstein. Good pass inside. Gilgeous-Alexander stripped of the ball, picked up by Nembhard as he goes to the ground, and Siakam brings it into the front court. Siakam with a turnaround spin move out to Turner. He'll swing it. Halliburton fakes. Into the corner, it's Nesmith for 3! You bet! Indiana with back-to-back threes. Quick touches on the offensive end for Indiana. It is touch and go. Wow, Gilgeous-Alexander off a screen from Hartenstein. Driving inside on Nembhard. His put-up is off the mark. Hartenstein leans and grabs an offensive board. Gilgeous-Alexander works inside, and his baby hook over Turner goes down. All tied up at 6. Andrew Nembhard is going to bring it forward. Game 4 acts often as a pivotal, tightly contested game in the series as that layup is up and in. Indiana leads by 2 as Siakam gets the point, gets the 2. If the series is 2-1. Game 4 has determined whether the leader moves on with one win to the title. I apologize, as Williams puts up a 3. That's off the mark. A 3-1 series lead, if Indiana were to get that, would be very commanding heading in to Oklahoma City and then possibly coming back to Indiana. Halliburton from way downtown. Oh! 11-6, Indiana in the lead. A couple of feet inside a half court as Williams is fouled, driving to the cup. Tyrese Halliburton was in the next zip code with this shot. Just a foot off the logo. Halliburton has been an engine of this Pacers offense all season long. Has been the team's leader in the tactical side as well, as Williams hits the first at the line. Some keys to victory for Indiana. They have got to force OKC to shoot over the top and contain the dribble penetration. It's been incredibly obvious from Oklahoma City what they're trying to do, and that is bring the ball inside and get some open looks, and they've been unable to do that really over all 3 games. Much better, though, especially in the first half of game number 2, as Turner is fouled in the shooting motion. First free throws coming up for Indiana now. Well, on Oklahoma City's side, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has got to bring the downhill pressure here tonight. First one is up and good. 12-8, Indiana leads. Chet also has to pull Turner away from the rim. Miles Turner has been incredible. He had 5 blocks, and he is really showing the maturity of somebody who's been in the league for a decade like he has. And I mean, he is hard to stop, to say the least. Williams into the front court. Holmgren is fouled by Siakam. Inadvertent trip, I believe, but Holmgren is hurt as he is holding that left foot. Got a pair of KDs on. Let's see, was there a slew foot? No, really bad rolled ankle by Chet Holmgren, and he may have, got the foot of Siakam, and that's certainly a foul, but I don't think that's any really bad foul, and that ankle did not look good. Holmgren is at the line, and, you know, when you're at this point in the season, all of those little ankle tweaks, all of those hard falls where you're going to the floor as hard as possible, they start to add up, and they certainly have added up for all of these guys, and this is why, you know, winning the Larry O'Brien Trophy is so difficult. Both are good at the line for Chet Holmgren, and Indiana comes into the front court. Turner outside. Siakam a 3. Doesn't go, and Holmgren scoops up the rebound. Got to contest out there if you're Isaiah Hartenstein, and they're lucky he missed, but, you know, that's not the point here. Williams off a screen from Holmgren. Good roll. His drop-back jumper is up and off the mark. Rebound picked up by Nesmith. Nembhard guarded by Dort on this possession. Halliburton directing the offense. Here's a jumper from Turner at the foul line, and it is good. 15-10, Indiana leads. They are 5 of 7 from the floor to start the game. Williams into the front court. Turnaround, spin move into the paint. He is fouled and route to the cup. And the fans aren't a fan of this call. Scott Foster is today's referee, and I'm sure if you're any type of NBA fan, you know the complaints that come from him from time to time. And let's see. I mean, yeah, that is a foul, but that's something that is now marginal, and it has to be called for the remainder of the game. And we're going to see. He certainly hit off his path, and his balance is affected, but early in the game, yet a lot of times you do want some of that stuff to be let go. And Halliburton is going to bring it up the floor, and that jumper is off the mark. Good rebound, and Miles Turner puts it up and in. Great start for Miles Turner, who's got 6 points already and 2 of 3 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, getting it from Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander off the backboard, didn't go, and the ball scooped up here by Pascal Siakam as he'll give it off to Halliburton. This first quarter looks very intense for Indiana. They don't seem to want to go down. Halliburton gives it off to Siakam. Siakam trying inside. He'll kick it out, and that three is good! Big time shot for Nembhard, and it is 20-12. Indiana in the lead. This Pacers team defying all odds, even winning 2 games in this series. A lot of people thought Oklahoma City can run away with this thing. The barrage of three-pointers has opened already. We'll be back in just a moment right here on True Sports. Welcome back, and coming up on Sunday, the CONCACAF Gold Cup gets underway with the United States taking on Trinidad and Tobago from PayPal Park. We will have an outstanding show, part of an outstanding start to the summer of soccer on Sunday. Back to action here on True Sports. We are just about a year away, as Alex Caruso gets an and one. Just about a year away from the World Cup, and so much to talk about surrounding summer. I'll tell you what, as I said, we are a year away, and yet I am. This is so exciting. I literally cannot wait. That for that month, and I'm hoping, but I think I know what's going to happen. It will transform the United States of America in terms of a soccer nation, and the last World Cup final, I believe, in terms of English U.S. viewers, it was only around 17 or 18 million people. The Super Bowl gets, in terms of English viewers, almost 100 million people. We got to at least get to half of that, and I think we will as Caruso turns it over, and ahead comes Tyrese Halliburton. He's going to kick it across, and it's Toppin back outside. Halliburton controls, moves to the right wing. Good find, Toppin from the free throw line, and he sinks it. 9 for 12 from the field is Indiana to start the game. Oklahoma City, meanwhile, 50%, 4 of 8. Williams into the front court. He's going to drive into the paint. He'll bank it up and in. First field goal of the day for Jalen Williams. Oklahoma City is within 7. Halliburton, bad pass from Nembhard, and a turnover by Indiana. But anyways, on that note, there's been a lot of bad talk about the Club World Cup, and I think a lot of people are just don't know what there is to watch, and we're gonna find out. Certainly, we will find out. And cannot wait for what will be the world's biggest sporting event in terms of 2026, but maybe ever. You talk about last year and how much the Euros transformed, at least our coverage. To me, it felt like the whole world was watching. The ratings certainly didn't show that, and Copa America as well. But, and then you had the Olympics last year. It's like this summer is like a little break, but then it is all go next summer for the Men's World Cup. It seriously cannot wait. Turner turns it over, and Holmgren forces. He'll drive off the bounce, and he is fouled. I'm sorry, actually, ball went out of bounds. No foul called. But we also talk about right now in the NBA Finals, which is shaping up to be the best, certainly since 2022, and possibly since even before COVID. As Williams fakes a shot, he's fouled by Ben Shelton, and he'll have 2 at the line. I think the best finals that we've watched is the last one that went to Game 7 in 2016, and it's going to be hard to live up to that, but we'll see it. We'll see if they can. McConnell in Game 3, 15 minutes, 10 points. First time in NBA Finals history that a person had 5 assists and 5 steals off the bench, and TJ McConnell is known for his defensive prowess, sort of as a little rascal getting in there. Game 3 bench scoring, Mathurin had 27, McConnell with 10, Toppin with 8, Shepard with 4. They outscored the Thunder bench 49-18 in one of the greatest bench scoring games, in NBA playoff history. Williams with 1 more, and it is good. Oklahoma City a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line as we've got a 3-point game. Toppin into McConnell. He'll give it out. Toppin doesn't get the lay, and it's controlled off the backboard by Holmgren. Wiggins into the paint. He'll kick it outside. It's Lou Dort for 3, and some technical difficulties here. The stream cut out. I think he hit it. Yes, the Thunder have tied the game up. Apologies for the technical difficulties. A 9-0 run in the last minute and 31 for Oklahoma City Thunder, as Indiana and the Thunder are all tied up. Well, coming into the game, Indiana must have known that they were going to need to double SGA in early possessions, and they have. They have tried to do a good job of stopping him and slowing him down, though as of recent, not working, as this steal by Siakam. He'll give it off to Mathurin, who is fouled here with 4:18 to play in the first. Tell you what, this has so far been one of the top NBA finals, as I have said, throughout this series since 2016. But first one at the line, meanwhile, is up and good for Benedict Mathurin. This caps off an interesting season for the NBA. You know, we talked about the NBA on TNT leaving, but you know, you get Oklahoma City. Oh, there's got to be a foul. There was not, as Halliburton went down, and no call from the referee before Mathurin had put up the free throw. So 26-24, the referee's letting things go. Those two were tied up behind the free throw line while Mathurin was shooting, and nothing called. Siakam, another steal. That's 2 in a row as Siakam drives, and we've got a blocking foul on Alex Caruso. He doesn't seem to be too happy with that. It's now 4 turnovers for OKC. Lou Dort, he got that hand up high. And, he told us that, I'm sorry, not us, but he told media outlets, I guess us, in his press conference, once he gets a player to complain to the officials, that's what he said, I know I've got him now. And that's a little secret that, he revealed. Game 5 from Oklahoma City will be on Monday night. Then Thursday night for Game 6. And then Game number 7 on next Sunday night. Over 3.5 minutes remaining as we've got the highest scoring first quarter in these finals so far. Wiggins off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Obi Toppin. Halliburton brings it into the front court. Halliburton's defended by Holmgren. His step back 3 ball off the mark, and the rebound is scooped up by Jalen Williams. 27-24, Indiana in the lead. Williams drives on Mathurin. His lay doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Williams right back up and in. Relentless under the basket. McConnell inside. Toppin back out. It's Mathurin. Oh, he just crossed up Williams. Mathurin then turned it over as Holmgren intercepts the pass, and now ahead comes Williams. He went behind the back, dribbled into McConnell, and it's stolen away. Siakam to the cup, and another blocking foul. This time it's going to go against Lou Dort. Dort was looking to get the charge. It is his first personal. Take a look at these turnovers here. That's a couple of them now handling the basketball, just not smart at all. Trying to go behind the back, and we're going the other way. Siakam at the line hits the first. 28-26, Indiana in the lead. Hey, Blue Pill. Blake is been very busy as of recent, but I believe, and we will see, there is a possibility he will be back next week for some more coverage of the NBA Finals and possibly the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll see, though. We both of us have been very busy as of recent as Holmgren works inside. His turnaround jumper doesn't go. Rebound tipped out by Wallace, and it's going to Indiana. Yes, we've both been very well. It's just very busy times, like busier than ever to me. Halliburton, good pass inside. McConnell out. Toppin a 3. Doesn't go, and Chet Holmgren picks up the rebound. But as you can understand, as the summer goes on, our schedules will open up. We'll have a ton of soccer coverage over this summer again. Here's Caruso working inside. He'll give it out. It's Williams on the drive. Williams turning around. Good pass, and that lay is off the mark for Cason Wallace. McConnell picks up the rebound. 29-26, Indiana leads. How have you been, Blue Pill? Toppin working inside, and Siakam with a big-time slam. Indiana by 5. Here's Cason Wallace working inside on McConnell. Lost his dribble, kicks it outside. Caruso fakes, and he grabs Toppin with him. Caruso on the drive. He'll lay it up and in. Caruso has 5 points off the bench. 1:30 to go. Siakam driving inside. Good turnaround. Siakam puts it up, and that's off the mark. The rebound scooped up here by Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming in shortly as this 3-ball is off the mark from Andrew Wiggins, and the rebound scooped up here by Halliburton. Almost fouled by Caruso, but he got the steal. Caruso all alone in the front court. He'll lay it up and in. 30-31. Oklahoma City is within one with a minute to go here in this first quarter. Rick Carlisle is not happy. He wanted a foul. He didn't get one. And we will take a break. Back in a moment as the NBA continue on True Sports. Well, our Club World Cup coverage here on True Sports will start this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, where the UEFA Champions League champions Paris Saint-Germain take on Atletico Madrid, who bowed out in the round of 16 of this year's UCL. That is all coming up on Sunday right here on True Sports. Welcome back here to True Sports. The NBA draft is less than 2 weeks away in Brooklyn, June 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on True Sports, Blake and I will be along with you for another straight year. We'll see if they're able to get the draft moving faster, but a lot on the line for us as Philadelphia 76ers fans coming up. Here's TJ McConnell working into the paint. McConnell with a jumper. That's pure. Beautiful shot from TJ McConnell. It's 33-30 with the Pacers in the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander into the front court here for OKC. Defense chance from the crowd. Gilgeous-Alexander to the right wing. He'll stop and pop and sink it. Beautiful shot from Shai, his second field goal. McConnell into the front court. Gilgeous-Alexander, 7 minutes, 4 points, 2 for 4 from the field. McConnell is defended by Joe. He'll work into the paint. McConnell trying to force it up, and he is fouled. The OKC Thunder not too pleased with that call. Tonight, Mike Breen is making his 1,131st national NBA telecast. That ties Marv Albert for the most as a play-by-play announcer in the NBA. He will pass him coming up on Monday night in game number 5. Jeez. Kevin Harlan. The next one under, he is a whole 100 plus below Mike Breen. 19 free throw attempts in this first quarter combined as Turner knocks that ball out of bounds. Good play. Indiana leads 35-32 as both free throws were good. Isaiah Joe gets the inbound. 10 seconds to go. It's Andrew Nembhard with the pressure. Gilgeous-Alexander slowly into the front court. 5 to shoot. Alexander, left wing, puts up a 3. Doesn't go. Good rebound. That drops home. Henrich Williams sinks it and makes it a 1-point game. That ends a very high-scoring first quarter. 35-34. Indiana is in the lead. Both teams with a good shooting first quarter. We'll be back here in game number 4. Welcome back here to the NBA Finals, 35-34. The Indiana Pacers are in the lead as the second quarter gets underway. TJ McConnell fires into the corner. That three is pure from the corner. Beautiful shot from Benedict Mathurin, 38-34. Indiana in the lead. Defense chance from the Cambridge Fieldhouse crowd as Gilgeous-Alexander works inside. His mid-range jumper is up and good. 36-38, Indiana in the lead. Here comes TJ McConnell into the front court. Good push by Holmgren. McConnell kicks outside. Catch and shoot three off the mark for Andrew Nembhard. And the rebound is controlled from Chet Holmgren. In the front court, Isaiah Joe controls here for Oklahoma City. Joe works into the paint. He'll kick it outside. It's Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander driving on Nembhard. Alexander turning around. He'll put it up and in. 38-38. TJ McConnell working inside. He'll throw it up and in. 40-38, Indiana in the lead. As McConnell was able to work his way straight inside of the paint. Here's a drive and a left that's off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Miles Turner. McConnell quickly into the front court. Oklahoma City has got to get back faster. McConnell working inside, and he is fouled. One of the things TJ McConnell does so well is go north to south very, very fast, and he's looking to get to the cup, and he really excels at doing that. There was a time earlier in this season where his ankles were bothering him and he had really struggled, and you know, in the playoffs last year his performance got him a $45 million contract as an undrafted free agent that was taken into this league. Obviously he's come a long way from there, but that was his start. And Rich Williams puts it up over Siakam. That's off the mark. Williams gets his own rebound. Kicks it outside. It's Chet. And he had it stripped by Mathurin. It'll stay with Oklahoma City, though. Reggie Miller is looking on as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets the inbound pass. Gilgeous-Alexander is fouled here with 9:51 to go. We're going to take a quick break. Back in a moment. So we are all tied up at 40. Chet Holmgren 6 points, 1 for 2 from the field. as that mid-range jumper from McConnell is off the mark. Back outside. Shepard a three. Oh, it's good. Neesmith with a big-time offensive board and a huge shot for Ben Shepard. Indiana 54% from the field as Gilgeous-Alexander rolls inside and his mid-range jumper is up and in. He is into double figures. McConnell drops back out to Shepard. Neesmith inside and Turner is fouled on the entry pass. Stanley Cup Finals continue tomorrow, folks, with game number 5. It's been a very exciting series thus far. A 2-2 series after Leon Draisaitl won in overtime again. Our coverage will start tomorrow at 7:45, then Tuesday, and then Friday if necessary. Cannot wait. Game 7 on Friday is going to be very interesting, but I'm sure we'll make it work as Neesmith kicks it outside. Here's a drive by McConnell. Toppin a three. Doesn't go, and the rebound goes out of bounds, and it's Oklahoma City Thunder basketball. Both teams looking very comfortable here. Alex Caruso on the inbound. He'll get it into Gilgeous-Alexander, and Oklahoma City comes ahead. Gilgeous-Alexander with a good pass. It's Williams under the basket. Good find, and Alex Caruso goes up and in. 44-43, OKC in the lead. McConnell ahead. Under the basket, it's Turner. Step back jumper off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense chance from the crowd as Gilgeous-Alexander drives to the cup. He'll kick it outside. Williams a three. Off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Obi Toppin. Ahead comes McConnell. McConnell calling for Turner. He'll work inside. McConnell puts it up and in. 45-44. TJ McConnell is looking outstanding. Caruso into the front court. It's Holmgren. Can't get it to go. Toppin picks up the the defensive board. And ahead comes TJ McConnell. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. McConnell once again providing the spark for this Indiana team. Shepard swings it. It's Neesmith in on Caruso. He'll kick it out. Turner a three. Doesn't go, and the rebound tipped around. Controlled by McConnell. Good offensive rebound as Shepard resets here for Indiana. Here's a drive and a layup. That's rejected. And here comes Wallace the other way. Into the paint. Wallace finds Williams. His layup is up and in. 46-44 as Rick Carlisle calls timeout again. He's a very interesting coach when it comes to the timeouts. OKC down by 1. Welcome back here to True Sports, 46-45. Oklahoma City is in the lead midway through, or almost midway through, this first half. Second quarter, jeez. Halliburton finds Obi Toppin. Halliburton gets it back inside. Toppin with a mid-range jumper, left short, and Wallace picks up the rebound. Here's a three ball for Wallace. Doesn't go. Rebound tipped outside, and Williams gives it back to Caruso. Now Wallace, right corner. He's going to put up a three. And Toppin picks up the rebound. Halliburton stripped of the ball, and here comes Caruso into the front court. He is fouled. Hartenstein getting into Toppin. Halliburton breaking it up. Turner gets in there. And now both teams get together, and here we go. So much question about Neesmith. Was it a flagrant foul last game? And there's a body check by Obi Toppin on Alex Caruso. There was really no play on the ball. We'll see what they decide. Let's see. I don't even know. Two fouls on the, or two reviews. They're going to check the criteria. And they're going to check that altercation. And so while they do that, we're going to check a break. We'll be back in a moment. Check into a break. After review, this was not a basketball play. That means it is a flagrant foul, and there was a double technical foul after the play, which was assumed, and so OKC will shoot two. And, you know, they're saying it's a hard playoff foul, but, you know, the referees today have already been very cautious, and that's why I thought they would call this a flagrant foul, and that is the decision. And then after the play, the two, Hartenstein and Toppin, got into it with each other. Caruso gets the first. 47-45, OKC leads. One more. If you put that and the Neesmith foul side by side. That's where it becomes objective, and that's your problem. So, like in the NHL, they I think have 3 referees, maybe 4 in the finals, and 3 linesmen, maybe 4. And they rotate them around. So there's always a referee that has reffed in the last game that is reffing in the current game. And that's not something that the NBA does. They have large teams. And that's where if you're Scott Foster, right, you have to have in-depthly watched the last 3 games to know how this series is looking so far. And maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But that's a situation where you see that Neesmith foul, and you kind of got to think of that when you're making this call here today. And so I thought that it was a flagrant foul. But based off the last game, it wasn't, because, you know, that is, it's hard to say that one of them was and the other one was not, as the first one at the line is up and good now here for Andrew Wiggins. 13.2 minutes per game here in these finals, 7 points per game, 56% from beyond the arc, as it is 49-45 with OKC in the lead. Tyrese Halliburton into the front court here for Indiana. He's going to give it off to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Screen by Turner. Halliburton to the left wing. Defended. And a turnover. Caruso, the steal. His reverse layup is out of bounds. Oh, last touch caught on Indiana. And Benedict Mathurin really was not happy with that call. Scott Foster debating on if he should change the call, and it really should be Indiana's ball. Did they just change it? No. And so OKC getting lucky here as Williams is fouled going inside here with 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. This game has already taken forever as these two teams are starting to dislike each other. And that's the intensity here. It's game 4. They're tired of each other, can't stand each other, and I wonder if the physical nature of this game favors one team or another, as Williams hits the first at the line. 5-point lead for OKC. "13 points, 3 for 6 from the field as Williams, as he makes it 51-45. OKC extends their lead. Halliburton gets the inbound, and he'll kick it cross court. Mathurin back across. It's McConnell. Pacers led by as many as 9. The Thunder on a 7-0 run, as that 3 by Turner is way off. Neesmith picks it up, stepped out, and a turnover. 5 minutes exactly now to go here in this second quarter, as the Thunder make a couple substitutions here. Oh, man. Neesmith tiptoeing the line. Jalen Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Caruso take a seat. OKC, 0 turnovers in this quarter, as they have really stopped turning over the ball. Indiana has 4, meanwhile, as this 3 is off the mark from Holmgren, and the rebound scooped up by Neesmith. Halliburton into the front court. To the corner. Halliburton, a 3. Doesn't go, and the rebound by Lou Dort. Thunder are going to push it forward. It's Gilgeous-Alexander under the basket. His mid-range jumper doesn't go, and the rebound scooped up by Benedict Mathurin. Here's McConnell. Working inside. He'll kick it across. Halliburton from Turner. Good pass, and that 3 is good! Apparently not an and one. Neesmith went down. There was no foul called. And now we've got an offensive foul, a moving screen on Chet Holmgren as Gilgeous Alexander tried to get around Neesmith. So on one end, he sinks the three, and on the other end, he draws an offensive foul. Aaron Neesmith, what a series of events here for Indiana. Four minutes to go, 51-48. Oklahoma City is in the lead. Here's Tompin, good find. It's Halliburton into the corner. Neesmith back up top. Halliburton controls. He's going to drive on Holmgren. Good pass down low. Siakam can't get it to go, and the rebound by Lou Dort. How about that pass from Tyrese Halliburton? Here's Gilgeous Alexander, meanwhile, working into the paint. Alexander puts it up and in. 53-48. Oklahoma City is in the lead by 5. Halliburton, meanwhile, good pass inside. Siakam lays it up and in. Great assist. And with 3:19 to go, I think we've got a timeout on the floor by Mark Diagno. We do. 53-50. Incredible pace. And a great offensive first half so far. 3 minutes to go. Back in a moment. 3:19 to go, 53-50. Oklahoma City is in the lead here on True Sports. We are gearing up for the summer of soccer right here as the NBA Finals and Stanley Cup Finals are, I want to say coming to a close, but the best games are still ahead. Caruso into the front court. Loud defense chance from Indiana. 3 minutes to go as Gilgeous-Alexander draws to the right wing. He's going to drive inside. Good defense by Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Caruso at 3. Doesn't go. And the rebound is picked up by Nesmith. He's done a nice job on the boards as Halliburton brings it into the front court. Halliburton's defended by Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll drive inside. Halliburton with a good pass. Nesmith with a mid-range jumper doesn't go. And Toppin with the slam. 52-53. Indiana down by just 1. Obi Toppin 6 points in 11 minutes, 3 for 7 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander turns it over as Tyrese Halliburton takes it away. Halliburton will kick it outside. It's Toppin back across. Him and Halliburton playing catch. Halliburton into the corner. Nembhard. Oh, looking inside, and it's nicely stolen by Williams as he'll give it out to Caruso, who slowly brings it into the front court with 2 minutes to go. That's now 9 total turnovers for Indiana and 7 for OKC. Here's a drive for Williams, and he scoops it in. 3-point lead for the Thunder. Screen by Toppin. Halliburton in the front court. Toppin on the drive. He is fouled. 3-point lead for OKC. The officials are going to discuss whether that is in the act of shooting or not. And now Rick Carlisle is really unhappy. The fans are booing as well. They are checking to see if this foul meets the criteria. The discussion was not just whether it was in the act of shooting or not. I'm not sure here. Oh. This may be called flagrant as well. He got him right over the head. Lou Dort. That's wind up, impact, follow through, and head. And so I think by rule that is a flagrant. We will see the call from the officials back in a moment. After review, it has been determined this will be a flagrant 1 foul. Obi Toppin, who committed the flagrant foul earlier, has 1 committed against him. 12 minutes and 6 points for Toppin today, and he will head to the line for 2 shots. Ball back as well for Indiana. Toppin discussing with Lou Dort, I think, maybe about the foul or whatever, apologizing. I'm not sure what happened there. Scott Foster, the crew chief, made the decision as the first one is up and good for Obi Toppin. Lou Dort is a in-your-face defender, but I think he showed he is not a dirty defender as Toppin missed the second one. And Indiana's got 1:44, now down by 3. This is going to be a tight one coming down the line. Halliburton with the inbound as Indiana gets the ball right back. Siakam driving right side, working into the paint. Siakam's turnaround jumper is good. And we are tied at 55 as Pascal Siakam is up to 14 points. Here comes Williams into the front court, defended by Toppin. Kick ball on Oklahoma City. It might have went off his knee, actually, but either way, Indiana forcing the turnover. Here is Pascal Siakam ahead for an Indiana. Siakam almost lost it, kicked it outside. It's Halliburton working into the paint. Oh, what a move! Tyrese Halliburton with a reverse layup. Oklahoma City with under a minute to play into the front court. Indiana regained the lead a moment ago as Hartenstein controls. He'll give it up top. Wallace driving, mid-range jumper is good. Oklahoma City ties it, 46 seconds to go. Siakam in the front court. Siakam defended by Caruso. Siakam, good find. It's Halliburton driving to the cup. He's got it, and the foul. Tyrese Halliburton is activating his X Factor here in the second quarter. If you go for that steal, if you're Jalen Williams, a big mistake. You got to make sure people don't allow him to get in there. Halliburton avoids the contact and puts it up and in. So 60-57, Indiana is in the lead. As Isaiah Hartenstein is going to inbound it here to OKC. Halliburton with 8 points, 3 of 6 from the field. Williams defended by Toppin. Williams drives, his mid-range jumper is up and no good as it rims out. 10 seconds to go. Halliburton into the front court, 6 seconds to go. Siakam into the corner, Nembhard open for 3, doesn't go. The rebound also doesn't go from Aaron Nesmith, and that will end a wild 60-57 first half. Indiana in the lead by 3. We'll be back for the second right here on True Sports. Coming down the line here in game number 4. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. As TJ Makano controls, Indiana is in the lead by 5. Obi Toppin had it poked away by SGA, and Caruso brings it ahead into the front court. Indiana leads 2-1. NBA Finals right here on True Sports. Alexander step back three doesn't go. Holmgren the rebound, and he'll put it up and in. 86-89 as Rick Carlisle will call timeout. Oklahoma City is within 3. We'll be back in just a moment.
You'll be a clown by now. No, I'm still standing.
Pascal Siakam is having himself a game on both ends as the Pacers are in the lead, 89-86 right here on True Sports. Ninth player with 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists, and 5-plus steals in an NBA Finals game. He's the ninth player in NBA history. OKC is within 3 as Halliburton gives off Turner. Big three. It's short, and the rebound by Williams, but a foul on the floor. I think Ben Shepherd was held back. Gilgeous-Alexander going to get credited for his third. Not a lot there on that foul. Here's Tyrese Halliburton. Neesmith. Foul line jumper doesn't go, and Caruso grabs the rebound. Caruso kicks it outside, and now Holmgren swings it. Williams back outside. Gilgeous-Alexander driving on Shepard. Off balance, look for Williams. Deflected right back to him. Here's the shot clock at 4. Gilgeous-Alexander a 3. Short, and Williams slams the rebound. The Thunder within 1. 8.5 to play. Siakam pressured closely by Williams. Siakam into the paint. Caruso blocks it, and a turnover. Gilgeous-Alexander comes up with it. The Thunder can take the lead here with 8 to go. Gilgeous-Alexander turns the corner on Shepard under the basket. Caruso is fouled from behind. Free throws for Alex Caruso now. Great opportunity there for Chet Holmgren. Holmgren getting himself involved. Scott Foster moments ago had a fan near courtside removed by security. It's national news now. Game 5 will be live here on True Sports on Monday night shortly after 8:30. And if necessary, we'll be back here in Indianapolis next Thursday. So all tied up at 89. Caruso missed the second, and the rebound picked up here by Nembhard. Caruso has 2 20-point games now in the NBA Finals. The Thunder on a 7-0 run in the last 3 minutes. Halliburton escapes from Dort, kicks it outside. Fake by Turner. Back out. Halliburton with 5 to shoot. Halliburton drives. He'll lay it high off the glass, and it goes. Indiana back in the lead, and they break the streak. Remember, the Pacers 9-1 in clutch games. Halliburton, 12 points now today. Dort in the corner, back outside. Chet fell down. He's certainly feeling it today. Chet inside. SGA almost had it tied up, but now a foul is going to be called on Pascal Siakam, the 3rd team foul on the Pacers. 3rd on Siakam. Hartenstein coming back in. Williams trying to get away from Neesmith. Works inside. His layup is up and good. 91-91. Pacers and Thunder going toe-to-toe. Foul goes against OKC here. Weird whistle. Was it a kickball, maybe? There's that left ankle of Holmgren again. What did they call here? Oh my god. Neesmith got it to the shin of Holmgren, and as Richard Jefferson just said, there is not a lot of meat to the bones there of Chet Holmgren to absorb that contact. Nembhard gets it into Tyrese Halliburton. 14 on the shot clock. Tompin to Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Nembhard with a step back jumper. He's got it over Isaiah Hartenstein. Indiana gains the lead. They look to take a 3-1 series lead at the end of the night. Defense chance from the Indiana crowd as Williams gives it into the corner. Wallace under the basket. Hartenstein had it stolen. That was a young mistake from a young player there by Carson Wallace. Gotta let the big fella go get it off the rim instead of looking to pass it over a few players. Halliburton has Caruso chasing him. Shot clock at 8, and Neesmith is fouled. Shot will not count. Fourth team foul against OKC, and we'll have a side out. I like this drive, but you're Wallace. You gotta shoot it there, and then Nembhard with a little fadeaway right there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming back on the floor now. Here's the inbound from Nembhard. Turner almost traveled as it's picked up by Nembhard. Nembhard driving left side. His mid-range jumper doesn't go, and Turner picks up the rebound. Was there a foul, or did he? I guess there was a foul. And Indiana is into the bonus with 6:09 to go here. So Turner at the line knocks down the first. 94-91, Indiana in the lead. Pacers are 19 of 24 from the line. Holmgren, who had been banged up tonight, is going to come right back in as Caruso gets a rest. And Cason Wallace is going to check out. And apologies, it'll probably be the final minutes for Wallace so far. I'm sorry, tonight, not so far. Turner at the free throw line now. Missed. Oh no, it falls. Bounced a couple times off the rim, and a 4-point lead for Indiana. Holmgren got it in to Hartenstein, but a foul is called. Third team foul. Fourth team foul, I'm sorry, and Turner's fourth. So both teams are into the penalty from here on out. Free throws are going to become very, very important. Scott Foster to have a conversation now with James Capers. Inbound gets Oklahoma City, and inbound gets to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, had it stripped. Hartenstein puts it up and in on the second effort. 2-point game. Nembhard drives, kicks it outside. Halliburton swings it. Turner fakes. Back out. Halliburton driving, making his move. Halliburton can't get it, and the rebound picked up by Hartenstein. Defense chance from the crowd. Indiana by 2. Here's a drive by Williams, and he has tied the game with 5 minutes to go. Nembhard kicks it outside. Fake from Neesmith. It's Halliburton now to the right wing. Driving. He'll lay it up and in. Tyrese Halliburton with a really nice move. Indiana back in the lead. Hartenstein gets the inbound, and here comes Oklahoma City into the front court. Williams driving right side with space. His mid-range jumper is short. Rebound tipped down and controlled by Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander on the drive. He'll lay it up and in. Thunder attacking the basket here. Here's Halliburton into the front court. Right wing, defended by Chet. Halliburton driving inside, and he is fouled with 4:19 to play. Halliburton will shoot 2. Halliburton's been very aggressive and persistent getting to the line. And on the other end, SGA with a little stop and go, and he is really Halliburton really pushing forward here. Indiana is back up by 1 as Halliburton hits the first, and Obi Toppin gonna come back into the game for Miles Turner. And so a 1-point game with Indiana in the lead with 4 minutes to go as Halliburton is at the line. We've got some whistles. Free throw did not count. Foster questioning with the score officials. Foster tapped the padding and said something to the scorer. I don't know whether he was like, wake up, let's go, or what the case was there as Indiana leads 99-97. 4:15 to go. Defense chance. SGA splits the defense and lost the ball. Steal by Neesmith, and here's Halliburton in the front court. Nembhard kicks it back across. Halliburton puts up a 3. It was blocked, picked up by Neesmith, and he is fouled under the basket. The foul being called on the floor at the moment. 4th foul called on Lou Dort. Doesn't matter whether the foul was on the floor actually or not because both teams are in the bonus. What a big tip there from Gilgeous-Alexander. And a clear foul down low from Dort. Neesmith has 9 rebounds in this game. Not many on the offensive glass, but now some big free throws here. A timeout for Oklahoma City with just under 4 minutes remaining. We'll be back in a moment. So a 3-point game with Indiana in the lead as we welcome you back here to True Sports. And Neesmith with a couple shots at the line here. His first one is up and good. It is 101 to 97 with Indiana in the lead by 4. Caruso, SGA, Holmgren, Williams, and Lou Dort for OKC as Williams controls it on the right wing. He'll find SGA. Neesmith on him. Gilgeous-Alexander draws a foul. And the Indiana fans aren't too happy. Neesmith had his hand in there, and the referee sort of says, what am I supposed to do? Get your hand. You gotta just move your arm. And Gilgeous-Alexander hits the first. The free throws allow him to rest, and, you know, he should be using all 10 seconds here. As it's 99 to 101, 86% from the free throw line during these playoffs is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Halliburton, 3:20 to go. Halliburton on the drive into the paint. His layup is up and good. 103 to 99. Indiana is in the lead. Here come the Thunder. Defense chance from the crowd as Williams controls. He'll move it off to SGA. Defended by Neesmith. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it across. Williams, 5 to shoot. Back out. Here's a 3. Good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 102 to 103. Oklahoma City within 1. Only their third three-pointer of the game. That is incredible. They're 3 of 17, while Indiana's 11 of 33. Here's a drive that is off the mark from Neesmith and, Nembhard, and Gilgeous-Alexander comes the other way with the Thunder having a chance to take the lead here. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, creates some space, and he gives the Thunder the lead. 104 to 103, the first lead of the second half for Oklahoma City. Their last lead since 55 to 53. Gilgeous-Alexander with a little push-off, but it'll work. Back in a moment. So Oklahoma City is up by 1. Gilgeous-Alexander with a possible push-off, but no call made. And it's a 1-point OKC lead. Siakam into the front court. He'll give it off to Neesmith. And now it's Turner, and he lost it. Picked up here by Dort. Dort into the paint, lost it, and he is fouled. So Lou Dort heading to the line to give the Thunder a possible 3-point lead here in Game 4. This would be a big-time turnaround from what this game looked like just 5 minutes ago. First one at the line is up and no good from Lou Dort. One more at the line. Oklahoma City is 27 of 31 from the free throw line, and it's a 2-point OKC lead as Dort goes 1 for 2 from the line. You know, those free throw numbers, just 5 missed thus far, is pretty big in such a big game like this. Halliburton on the right wing is defended by Gilgeous-Alexander. Screened by Turner. Here's a mismatch. Holmgren defending Halliburton. Halliburton fakes. Step back three. It's short. The rebound off of Siakam. And it is OKC basketball with 1:41 to go. Thunder desperately trying to even up this series. Caruso almost threw it away on the inbound. With speed, it's Williams into the front court, though. Defense chance. Williams driving, pulls back. His mid-range jumper won't go. And Halliburton scoops up the rebound. 1.5 minutes remaining. This is a big possession. Turner with a no-look pass from Halliburton. Turner gives it off to Nesmith. Nembhard. Jeez. Nembhard is defended by Holmgren. Nembhard driving. Long two. Doesn't go, and the rebound goes to Williams. 1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. As Indiana has had some good looks, they're just not going down. Defense chance from the Indiana crowd. Williams on the right wing. Gives it off. It's SGA. Driving. Gilgeous-Alexander spinning, and he is fouled with 44 seconds to play and 3/10 to go on the shot clock. So more free throws here for SGA. He can make it a 2-possession game right here. Obvious contact right there. So, second time that Nesmith has fouled out in the finals. It is a 3-point lead for OKC. This is the guy that you want at the finals. Limited amount of Thunder fans here in Indiana, to say the least. There is a sea of yellow and very little teal. 107-103. Both free throws are good with 41 seconds to go. Halliburton into the front court. Rough screen by Turner. Halliburton working on Holmgren. Steps outside. Halliburton crossing up. Goes inside. Back out. Turner fakes. Turner puts up a three. Short, and the rebound picked up here by Indiana, and a foul is called with 24 seconds to go. Holmgren is down on the floor. Free throws coming for Indiana. They've had some of the most miraculous comebacks in playoff history, 3 of them trailing by 7 in the final minute, as Mathurin misses the first. They're trailing by 4 with 24 seconds to go. We'll see. OKC has 2 timeouts, Indiana with 1. Both teams still have their challenge. OKC with an almost 90% chance to win as we speak. Mathurin missed both, and that's going to up the chance as the rebound is scooped up by Holmgren at a timeout from Mark Diagno, using one of Oklahoma City's final 2. They look to tie the series at 2. We'll be back in a moment. down by 7 earlier in the fourth. They were down by 8 in Game 4 against Denver. They came back to tie that series at 2 games apiece. They will look to do the same thing here tonight, or they have almost done the same thing tonight. Caruso to inbound, side out here. Caruso holding. Williams got 3, but Mathurin is called for a foul before the ball was inbounded, and that is an away from the play foul. 1 free throw and possession for OKC as Rick Carlisle is upset. And that's the rule. If the foul occurs before the ball is inbounded, it's an away from the play foul. SGA with a chance to put them up by 5. And he hits the first. Josh Tiven telling Rick Carlisle he is holding his wrist. And he did have that left wrist. Don't see that call a lot at end of game scenarios. Now Holmgren is complaining with Scott Foster, as Foster is telling everybody enough. And now Caruso to throw it in with 23.4. Caruso had a tip by Halliburton and stolen. Here's Mathurin on the drive, and he is fouled. 20 seconds to go. Indiana can make it a 1-possession game. Oklahoma City had a timeout and a huge turnover there. Caruso recognizing he made that big kind of mistake there. And Mathurin, who just missed a couple, misses his 3rd in a row. And at a time where he could have made it a 1-possession game, he has continued to miss free throws. And, you know, Oklahoma City is giving Indiana a chance to come back, and Indiana is not taking it. That was a rough fall there from Williams. Mathurin finally knocks one down. It's a 4-point game. Shot clock turned off, and we've got a foul on Indiana now. We've got to play basketball here. And this is not against the refs, but against the players. That was, I think, before the ball was inbound. That's 2 of them. And another away from the play foul. Just got to be smarter. Mathurin with his 2nd, and he missed multiple free throws, plus took that foul. Not a great game for him. Gilgeous-Alexander makes it 109-104. If you're Indiana, you've done so much work, and some misplays, some missed free throws is the difference. So Caruso to inbound from the baseline. He'll get it into Williams. Still time left. Williams trapped in the corner and almost threw it away. Tipped out, though, by Siakam. Thunder a little tentative with some of their passes today. Shot clock is off. And Caruso with the side out quickly gets it into SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander eluding the fouls into the corner. Dort back out. Gilgeous-Alexander has 7 seconds, and there is the foul, as the air has come out of the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Oklahoma City with a spectacular 4th quarter performance, and leading the way is the NBA MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's hit all 8 of his 3 free throws thus far, make it all 9, and a total of 7 for 7 from the line in the 4th quarter. 14 of his 34 have come in the final 4th quarter, and Gilgeous-Alexander makes both. Inbound with 7 seconds into Nembhard. It's Halliburton. Half-court shot won't go, and that will do it. OKC with a big-time fourth quarter, and they have tied the series at 2 before we head back to Oklahoma City in game number 5. A big-time win for the Thunder, and they have stormed into Indiana and shut down the Pacers. So we'll have confirmed 6 games at least in this series as Oklahoma City knocks off the Pacers 111-104 here in game 4. Thanks everybody for joining us for our entire True Sports team. I'm Alex. We'll see you tomorrow night with more Stanley Cup Finals.